Imagination is more important than knowledge. Imagination is the language of the soul. Pay attention to your imagination, and you will discover all you need to be fulfilled. A quote from the great Albert Einstein. As a child, times were much simpler for my siblings and I. We didn't have cell phones, social media, and all the other distractions that kids have nowadays. Instead, we had toys, dirt, and simply just our imagination. Today, I will be informing you of the reasons why I think that it is important for children to not have phones under the age of 12. According to researchers, a smartphone is detrimental to a child's social economic development as it diverts a child's attention, says lifehack.com. I personally think that it is tremendously important for a child to use their imagination and simply just be a kid instead of staring at a screen 24/7. There are several reasons why a child is better off using their imagination and freely thinking. Studies show that kids tend to be much smarter and more creative when they give their brains time to wonder and time to just simply think. Studies also show that kids that use their imagination tend to be much happier than kids who don't because they can easily entertain themselves on their own. Smartphones also distract kids from several things such as homework, sleeping, playing outside, and doing things that a normal kid should be doing. An article on greenbot.com made a point that was also interesting to me. Some parents of children take advantage of the fact that smartphones are so distracting. The article said, if you always give your kid a distracting object when they start getting bored, then how will they ever deal with boredom? Beyond using imagination, smartphones can be bad for kids in other ways. Smartphones give access to the internet, which gives children the opportunity to see things that they shouldn't be seeing and also knowing things that they aren't quite old enough to fully comprehend. On top of all of these things, parents tend to overlook the effects smartphones are having on their children every day. Kids are starting to lose their social skills, becoming addicted to electronics, becoming less creative, losing sleep, and even being bullied through social media, and parents don't even know it. Kids are also starting to become unhappy due to social media, and only relying on people through the internet. Childmind.org had an article that said, the more overpresent the mobile device is, the higher the threat of cyberbullying. It's also possible through social media for kids to be painfully aware of what they're missing out on. Overall, I think that smartphones have robbed children of so many wonderful things, including opportunities and experiences, and I would like to let people know what smartphones will be doing to future generations if we keep giving these kids such crazy things like smartphones and whatever else they're receiving all the time at such young ages. But what is the right age for your child to get a smartphone? CommonSenseMedia.org says, age isn't as important as your kid's maturity level, ability to follow home and school's rules, their sense of responsibility, and your own family's needs. SAHN.org also warns us of the privacy concerns. An article stated that you may be surprised to find that only 61% of youth uses privacy settings on their social media sites, and 52% don't turn off their location or GPS services. This leaves their locations visible to complete strangers. But one of the scariest revelations is that 14% of children have posted their own home addresses online, putting not only their life, but their entire family's lives in danger. If you take anything away from this speech, I would like you to think about the future for a moment. Years from now, communication hardly ever occurring, amongst others, creativity lost, and extremely unhappy people. It's certainly not a world I would want to live in. Would you?